wasn't always fat. Henry VIII wasn't always fat. In fact, he was quite dashing under his plumed hat. When he was young, he wasn't meant to be king. It was his brother Arthur who wore the royal ring. He married Catherine of Aragon and prepared to take the throne. But alas, alack, the throne he'd never own. Arthur snuffed it. He just went and died. Now it's me who'll be king, young Henry cried. So Prince Henry became the ruler, a great sportsman, jouster, jeweller. Upon his head they placed the royal crown. The cheers were heard for miles around. The next thing Henry needed was a wife, someone to love for the rest of his life. So he turned to Catherine, who'd been married to Arthur, and said, "You're far better than a Sybil or a Martha. A true princess of Spain, you're the one for me. We'll be awesome together. What great rulers we shall be. It doesn't matter that you were married to my brother. It barely counts you hardly knew each other." So they got the Pope to agree, and Henry married Catherine. How happy they would be! Could this be happily ever after? Would the palace always be filled with laughter? Oh no, alas, alack again. This pair sang a different refrain. Although Catherine was royal, clever and good, by Henry she'd be forever misunderstood, because she couldn't give him a son after years of marriage, just a daughter, only one. Princess Mary was the only royal child, and she was far from meek and mild. But for a girl, Henry didn't care. Henry only wanted a male heir. So Henry decided himself of Catherine he would rid. He thought that the Pope would do as he was bid. A divorce was Henry's demand, signed off by the Pope's fair hand. But the Pope said no, I will not be part of your plan. I know that you just want to marry Anne. Now the Pope was in charge of all these things. Head of the Catholic Church, he had more power than kings. Henry did not like to be told no. He stamped his kingly feet and declared the Pope has to go. No one can tell me what to do. If I don't get my own way, I feel quite blue. I shouldn't have married my brother's widow, that is clear. And if I don't divorce her, it will be my worst fear. I will have no son. Oh, what should I do? Then Anne Boleyn whispered, I'll give you a clue. So Henry determined he would be rid of Catherine his queen, and that Anne would be the new royal on the scene. He left the Catholic Church and the Pope. England will no longer be Catholic, declared Henry the Dope. I'm the new head of the church here. It's called the Church of England, heard every ear. The people of England had to obey. It was clear that King Henry would always get his way. So Henry married his new Queen Anne, and all things Catholic he did ban. He eagerly awaited the arrival of his male heir. Oh, but alas, alack, it was a girl with flaming red hair. Another princess was not what Henry had hoped for. Therefore he passed another law. He decided he'd also get rid of this shrew. He thought and discussed and decided what to do. For Anne there'd be no divorce like there had previously been. This tale is much sadder for the Boleyn Queen. She was sent quite literally for the chop. She lost her head on the executioner's block. Henry went on through 4 more wives. 2 more of them lost their lives. The middle one, Jane, did give him a son, so he thought that battle he had won. Prince Edward is a story for another day. But about King Henry, we will say, he liked his wars, he changed the church, he chopped off heads, left people in the lurch, he had 6 wives, some thought him mad, as he stomped through advisers and acted like a cad. If you disagreed with him, you would regret it. If you were a monk, you'd lose your home, you can bet on it. He partied and ate and became beyond big. What could possibly end the life of this king who behaved like a pig? The festering wound caused by a boar was what brought him down, and what is more, it was also because of overeating that he died. This was great for his sixth wife, Catherine Parr, the one who survived.